This is an introduction to the Latin relative pronouns. Relative pronouns are pronouns that introduce clauses. Here are some examples of relative pronouns in English: who, whom, whose, that which, whoever, whichever. Here's an example sentence. Marcus is the boy who got lost in the storm. The relative clause here, a subordinate clause, is who got lost in the storm. The boy, Marcus is the boy who. The boy is the antecedent of the relative pronoun who. Who replaces the boy in the relative clause. Marcus is the boy who got lost in the storm. One way to think about this is to break this sentence apart into two clauses, two sentences. Marcus is the boy. That's our independent clause. The boy got lost in the storm. Here, I'm using the boy again instead of the pronoun who. Marcus is the boy got lost in the storm. And when I put them together, Marcus is the boy who got lost in the storm. I replace the subject, the boy, in the subordinate clause with a relative pronoun to make a relative clause. I could say Marcus is the boy, he got lost in the storm. But if I want to put those two clauses together into one compound sentence, I'll say Marcus is the boy who got lost in the storm. Marcus is the boy whom you scolded. Here, the relative pronoun is whom, and the relative clause is whom you scolded. Let's try breaking this sentence into two sentences. Marcus is the boy. You scolded the boy. Marcus is the boy. You scolded the boy. So, Marcus is the boy whom you scolded. Marcus is the boy you scolded him. And our relative pronoun whom here stands for the direct object, him, of the verb scolded. How about this one? Marcus is the boy to whom Publia gave the bandages. Break this sentence into two components. Marcus is the boy. Publia gave the bandages to him. To him. And whom, our relative pronoun, replaces him in the prepositional phrase to him when we make the relative clause. Marcus is the boy whose father was lost at sea. Marcus is the boy. His father, or the boy's father, was lost at sea. In Latin, what case of the relative pronoun would we use for whose? We want to express possession. We'll use the genitive case. I lost the book you gave me. Notice that we have a relative clause here, you gave me, but the relative pronoun is omitted. It's simply understood. We could have said, I lost the book which you gave me. I lost the book that you gave me. But we can simply say, I lost the book you gave me. In Latin, our relative pronouns are qui, quae, quod. There are masculine, feminine, and neuter forms. We'll also see the plurals. And we have a genitive, dative, accusative, and ablative for each gender. Pay particular attention to the genitives, quius, quius, quius. And they look very much like huius, huius, huius. The ius ending, ilius, eius. And the datives, qui, qui, qui. To whom? Quem, masculine accusative, quam, feminine accusative, and quod, neuter accusative singular, quo, qua, quo, ablative. Qui, quius, qui, quem, quo, quae, quius, qui, quam, qua, quod, quius, qui, quod, quo. Let's look at some examples. Virum qui aderat vidi. I saw the man who was present. Our relative clause here is qui aderat. Just as in English, it begins with a relative pronoun, and then we have a predicate, we have the verb, who was present. Notice that this relative pronoun is nominative, masculine, and singular. Qui. Its antecedent is virum. I saw the man was present. We've now replaced the man was present with qui, and so the antecedent of qui is this virum here. And because of that, man, our relative pronoun, needs to be masculine and singular, because the man was masculine and singular. But qui is nominative. I saw the man who was present. Remember, if we make this two sentences, the man was present, he was present, and qui is the subject of aderat. Therefore, we're going to use the nominative case. So the relative pronoun agrees with its antecedent in number and gender. But the case of the relative pronoun is determined by its function within the relative clause. The relative pronoun agrees with its antecedent in number and gender. The case of the relative pronoun is determined by its function within the relative clause. Here it is the subject, therefore qui is nominative, even though virum, direct object of vidi, is accusative. Vir qui aderat me videt, me vidit. The man who was present saw me. Again, we have a singular masculine form. Qui agrees with vir in number and gender, but qui here is nominative because it's the subject of aderat. Not because it agrees with vir, which is the subject of vidit, but because qui is the subject of aderat. The man who saw me, the man who was present saw me. We're always going to begin and end our relative clause before we come back to the main clause, when the relative clause is embedded within it. Here's another example. Vir quem vidi non adest. The man whom I saw is not present. Vir is the subject of adest, nominative, vir. Quem is the direct object of vidi. Quem is accusative. Here are the plural forms of the relative pronoun: qui, quae, quae, quorum, 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 quibus, 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 etc. You are now ready to tackle some exercises in the book.